Mm. Hello, everyone. My name is Iana Walker, and I will be leading you right now in a quick session um, that is included in part of my offerings for Desiring Me. This is a company I started after I really, truly, and deeply started to connect and understand that I, as a woman, was a sensual being, that there was nothing wrong with me for that, that all these messages that I've heard my whole life um, that made me feel wrong inside were not true. And what I noticed when I start tapping into those desires, those things that I wanted, my sensual energy and power, when I started tuning into those things, I just feel like my life opened for me. And I know that as women, sometimes we've been conditioned and taught to dim this part of ourselves, dim it for the male gaze, dim it against unwanted attention. But this is the seat of our power as women. You know, our sensuality is our connection to creativity. Our sensuality is what creates life. um, it's very connected to this passion, and I'm so overjoyed to share that with you. So just know, like, I embrace fully all of my emotions. And I'm super happy to be in this space with women, to be able to create and share this passion, to share in the pleasures of the world. It just really lights me up inside. I'm holding a rose quartz wand to really tap in to my heart energy, so I can really give that to you today. So first, I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you for showing up. Thank you for clicking on this video. Thank you for tapping into your inner child, hearing the call. There are things that you want for yourself in your life, things that you may have let go of as possible for you, things that were dreams of your inner child and were shut down, or even new dreams and desires yet to come. So I want to just tap in for a second, take some deep breaths together. I'm going to recommend we breathe in through our mouth and out through our mouth. This is an activating breath. It's a breath to bring us energy, to transmute that oxygen instantly in our bodies. It excites the nerves. So we're going to do 3 deep, strong breaths in through our mouth and out through our mouth. See? That needed to activate something in my throat chakra for me. Needed that breath to be able to speak. Be exciting, vibrant for you guys. it felt good for you, or later you feel like, try it again later with some, more breaths. But breath work presences us to our bodies. And if you know anything or have done any work around sensuality, being in touch with our senses is a primary pillar of sensuality. Being able to connect to the sense of touch, taste, smelling, feeling things, hearing. Before this, I was just playing some sensual music. A huge selection I've just put together over the last few months that, when I'm feeling some kind of way, I just put that on and it reconnects me to my power. So I invite you to really start exploring your senses, to really take on what does sensuality look like for me in my life. It's something I can do every day. So I want to talk about desires and what that is and what that means for us. Now, desire is to be in want of something. It's to want something. I don't know the textbook definition. The normal nerdy version of myself would have had that for you, but I'm just riffing today. Riffing on downloads and inspiration that I've had over these last few days as I tapped in for this workshop. And I don't know about you, but I for sure was taught that having desires and having things that I wanted was selfish. I was taught that, especially desires, especially around being a woman, around sexuality or sensuality, that it was naughty. That being desirable could leave me vulnerable. And what I've come to realize is that desires are not selfish at all. If you think about our experience as a human and some of the teachings or, lessons you might have had as a child or, by religious influence or the media, we're often taught to curb those desires. The desire for good food or the desires to feel good in our body. I find that in this human experience, if we take away everything that brings us pleasure, then what we're left with is pain. The two sides of the same coin, pleasure and pain. And I walked for a while having desires, having things that I wanted, and paining myself, hurting myself by not getting them and going after them. And honestly, I really didn't even realize that I was doing this to myself. I had a big, massive awakening earlier this year. I was in an apartment by myself, having moved out, left my husband, who I have been with for almost 20 years now. We separated. And I didn't realize that I had been stifling desires or things that I wanted. I didn't even think about them. My whole life was based on my husband's agenda, and not in a bad way. I mean, he wants us to be safe and make money. Just I shut down my own desires, and it was not even intentional. And so I did this practice that I'm about to share with you today, where I just dove deep and connected to everything that I desired in life. And what's happened for me now, I'm back in my house with my husband. I am tapping in to so many different wounds that I have created for myself. And I am transmuting them, altering them into power. And this business for me came out of that power, came out of that creation, that manifestation. That stand that I am no longer denying myself my desires. And when that shift happened for me, so many miraculous things opened up. And so I feel like having desires is a completely selfless act. It is necessary. It is necessary for you to desire things. It is necessary for you to communicate about the things you desire. And it is imperative that you have the things you desire in your life. That's my goal for you. So I want to thank you again for seeing your desires as important. I want you to thank your physical body for being this vessel for which you can receive and give pleasures of all kinds, for being a gracious host, for being the container of your soul, knowing that as you are and as you are not, you are perfect. Wow. So I'm so happy to be in this container, to have access to this space. So I want you to know, like, I am creating myself newly as a sacred sensuality coach. I have been in and ran in circles of women for years, and I have taken on my personal healing with a vengeance. And each time I think I have figured and mastered something, wow. Wow, does life have a way, you know? Oof. But I've come out of each tragedy and triumph stronger. So yeah, right now I'm creating myself with you. I'm creating myself as a sacred sensuality coach and teacher. I mean, that title may change. I'm filling it out for now, but that is what most resonates with what I have to offer. So I've spent, like I said, 7 years on this journey of healing myself, and I've taken on or leadership many times, or been at a position where I could take on even more leadership, and I've always backed down or needed to pause because there was another life lesson for me. And I want you to know, first and foremost, that I honor and respect each lesson as just that. Whether it's something that I have done or something that has happened to me. I feel safe with myself now. Mm. So, as we go on this journey, I want you to find yourself a comfortable seat or you can lay down if that feels better. I'm gonna just stick my crystal in my bra because that's how I get down. It's too big, so I'm gonna just set it in my lap, I think. It's too big, said no one ever. Okay. I want you to place one hand over your heart and one underneath your belly, over your womb space, if you have one. And I wanted you to take some deep breaths, whatever type of breath feels good to you right now. Deeply inhaling and exhaling. Connecting to your heart, to your womb, to your sacral chakra, to your creative center. I find as I'm doing this work, and please keep breathing, that the more I recognize this connection to my heart and to my womb, this is feminine energy. This is deeply centering. This is a connection to personal power. So just taking that few minutes, breathing deeply, and connecting these two spaces will start to enliven your life. Will start to open up that creative flow. And when you're feeling grounded and connected into your body, you can go ahead and rest your hands and relax your body. I want you to tap into your thoughts. Observe what is happening inside your head. What conversations are there around desire? What kind of thoughts do you have about yourself and having the things that you desire? Would you have to inconvenience someone? Would you have to change something core about your belief system? Would you have to alter a conversation about selfishness or about desires being impure? Just take a moment and notice these thoughts. No judgment. You're just a witness. Now I want you to take a deep breath when you're ready. I want you to start to look around at your surroundings. Where are you? Are your desires seated in somewhere peaceful, somewhere dark, somewhere beautiful, somewhere in nature? Whatever feels most connected for you, create that surrounding. Explore this space, the home in your mind of your current relationship with desire. After a while, as you explore, you'll come across a staircase leading down. The staircase is winding, and it's beautiful. It's your staircase made out of the limbs and branches of trees, and maybe it's crystal clear like glass. It's beautifully decorative and ornate. I want you to take some deep breaths here and start heading down this staircase. We're going to spiral down and down, deeper and deeper. Slowly exploring this space, venturing lower and lower. Take another deep breath. The staircase is long and windy. It's a path down your spinal column, down deep into your rib cage. You will reach a landing. And at this landing, there's a door. This door, it may be locked. It may be barred. Or it may be wide open. This door is the door to your heart. This door is the access point to your desires in life. I want you to take a deep breath as you observe this door. What is in the way of you getting into the other side? Now I want you to start opening this door, tearing apart the limbs that are covering it, getting a chainsaw, cutting off the bars, kicking that shit open. Whatever you have to do to get inside. This is your space. This is your heart. Connect to yourself. Connect to your soul, sister. And travel inside. Oh, oh. Breathe into that space. Breathe into your heart. Witness yourself in the vast warmth of the love that's there for you, the love for yourself. Sit in it. Be cradled in it. Be held in your own heart. Just take a few minutes here to really tap in, to connect, to feel this love throughout your body. When you feel that connection, that peace, that acceptance, you should just start listening to your heart. And sister, if you don't feel that yet, that's quite okay. Know that this love is available for you. Know that there are others offering this love to you. Know that I am offering this love to you from my heart space. Please draw from that. Please draw from your sisters and listen to your heart. What does your heart truly want? What is it that you desire in your life? Is it a change of career? Is it those sexy hoop earrings? Maybe you want to buy yourself something special. Oh, sister, feel that love. Listen to those desires. Gather that energy. Draw it into yourself. Open that door to your heart and let that sensation of love pour all throughout your body. Take that on. Gather it to bring with you. I'm going to guide you now to start journaling about this experience. We're going to take some deep breaths together. In, hold at the top, and breathe out with a sigh. Another breath in, hold it, and breathe out with a sigh. One more time, deep breath in. Let's just slowly come back to your body. Come back into yourself, covered in all the love and the passion, those desires that are here in your heart. Gently open your eyes. Come back to the present. Mm. Mm. I want you to grab a pen. I'm going to play some music with your journal. And I want you to start writing down all the things that came to you in your heart. And more, we open the space. You have access to this power now. Please tap into it. All right, sister. Go ahead and write down. What is it that you want? What is it that you desire? Do you desire love? Freedom? Do you desire compassion? Do you want a tattoo? I know I do. Do you want to take on something that inspires people? Do you want to share your gifts with the world? What is it that you want, sister? And I want you to go bigger. This is just a list. Remember, we are limitless. What is available for us is infinite. Do you want $1 million in your bank account? Do you want a cruise to Alaska? Do you want to repair a relationship with a friend? Do you want to start a relationship with a love interest? What else, sister? Do you want to buy yourself that lavish, extravagant outfit? Do you want an all-expense-paid trip? Do you want a passionate and vibrant sex life? What do you want? What's calling to you? Go deeper, sister. Go deeper. What is that thing that you shoved down so deep inside? What is that thing you've always wanted? What was your childhood dream? What do you want to create? What do you want to have? You could have it all. You can have all the money. You can have all the connections. You can have all the freedom and all the passion. What do you want? Maybe you want to experiment with something. Maybe you want to change your sexual preferences. Maybe you want to take on something fucking huge and you're scared. What is that thing? Mm. When you feel like you have a good list, I want you to pick one thing to really, really take on. Pick one thing that you're going to embody. Pick one thing that you're going to share about. I'm going to turn off the music for now. I know for me, I did this exercise, and one of the things that was on that list was a poll, because I had this new apartment that I picked specifically as I was shopping for apartments, such that I'd have the space to put a poll up. And I only stayed there for 2 months, but in those 2 months, I didn't have time to get one. And that was one of the things that really begrudged me moving back into this house, because we've got these giant vaulted ceilings almost everywhere in my house. So it wasn't seemingly possible to put a pole in my house without costing over $1,000. But I could put a pole up in that apartment for pretty cheap. So that was the goal. And I put this out there. I've been channeling for this poll for a while. And I specifically, in the new moon in August, set this as my intention for that month. My intention was to manifest a pole. Manifesting a stripper pole. And I also put in there that I'm manifesting this big goal, this like huge leap for me that could take my life exactly where I want it, to a beach house in California. And in both of those fronts, in just me sharing that desire with people in my life and with myself, I'm told this is like a piece of it, but it's here. It's sitting behind me. And I'm going to get put up this weekend in the family room. And it was an energetic exchange. I paid nothing for this poll, but it's here. So having desires, speaking out for what you want, telling the universe, this is what I want. It has no choice but to give it to you. And with this goal, I want you to keep in mind the how that it's going to happen. It makes no difference whatsoever. How is not important. It will manifest in the way it is meant to manifest, but it can't do that if you don't call it in. So pick that one thing you're going to focus on, and I invite you to share that under this video. I invite you to share. Oh wow, I didn't realize I had so many flyaways. Whatever. I invite you to share that. Share that desire. You create it when you speak it. And speak it as if you already have it. I have a poll. I have a dance poll. Pretty soon, you know what? You know what else I have? I have a beach house in California. I do. I also have 10 women that I'm empowering in my programs this year. That's what I have. So speak that out loud right now, sister. What do you have? What do you desire? Mm, yes, sister. It is yours. Whew. I'm so excited to be doing this for you, to be journeying in this pleasure with you. Uh, I have so much to offer, so much I want to share. Life experiences, things that have helped me connecting with my yoni daily. If you don't know what a yoni is, it's the Sanskrit word for the whole of a woman's parts. You know, vagina is only the technical term for the inside portion. Um, but yoni is just such a beautiful word, or pussy. I love that word too. That's actually probably my favorite word to use around my body. So just start tapping in to those desires, to those connections, because really that creative energy lies down here, sister. It lies in your pussy, in your yoni, in your sacral chakra, in your sensual being, in your enjoyment of life. If that resonates with you, please know my heart is to continue to light you up, is to continue to bring you closer to your passions and higher in pleasure. So thank you for joining me today. I hope you've enjoyed what you have received. And to conclude this offering, my invitation is to dance to some music. I will always conclude an event or practice in some kind of touch or movement. So I believe that connecting to your body is one of the fastest ways to reclaiming your sensual power. So with that, sisters, I want to say thank you. I love you. And I hope you have a lit up, passionate filled day. Bye.